Everyone. Thank you all for coming. Alright, so to get into it, it's been about 30 years since I want to say Tupac has been, I'm just gonna say, gone. And now they're talking about, Keefy D, the guy that
Nearly 30 years since the murder of one of the most
supposedly
influential
did it is
artists in
supposed to
history,
be
we're
put.
still
Look,
asking who
this is
killed
all
Tupac.
theater.
Today, jury
This
selection
is
begins the
really
trial
drawn
against the
out,
only person ever charged with
decades
his death,
long,
Dwayne Tupac.
absurd theater, okay? Watch, I'm gonna show you on. I'm gonna just let this rock for a bit. But I'm gonna just show you that this whole Tupac being killed situation is phony and it's just theater and it was all just an elaborate ruse. Like seriously, I thought I was like, oh, Tupac got killed. Oh, and I thought that if like Tupac, he was supposed to live and he was supposed to do all of these good things positively for the black community, but I'm like, and then there's the more whole he sold his soul and it was a brotherhood, the brotherhood ended his life. A lot of that stuff is just theater, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you some stuff after I let this rock that a lot of this stuff with Tupac is just theater. Telling you. So yeah, let me just let this rock for a bit.
Shots came from the back. Big Dre, Orlando. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro. Hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came. And I ain't gonna go into the details like that. You know what I'm saying? But you got it in a book.
He wrote a book, and then he said a ghostwriter wrote the book, and so he distanced himself from comments there. Is all of this just going to come up in the trial? Like, can they build a timeline based on everything he said publicly?
Oh, Audie, absolutely. This entire trial is brought compliments of the defendant himself, Mr. Davis, because had he...
Look, see, he said a ghostwriter wrote the book and all, and then Vlad, he's not who he seems like he is either. He's like, he is in with the government and such. Like, I'm telling you, Vlad is not legit the way he claims to be.
Because they really don't have anything else at this point.
One of the things they talked about was him speaking to investigators in, quote, a proffer. You'll probably explain what that is, back in 2008. And in the interview, he said Tupac had assaulted his nephew. And so that Davis says he got his nephew a gun, who then went on to shoot Tupac. And so he basically is talking about a motive and talking about the gunman. And then you mentioned a witness, Suge Knight. But he's behind bars. Can they get Suge on the stand?
Well, they want to get Suge on the stand. He's on the prosecution's witness list, but he's already indicated that he's going to refuse to testify. So we're going to have to see what happens there. The proffer you mentioned, let's talk about that. So a proffer session, usually it's kind of an off-the-record conversation.
You saw what I just...
And what authorities promise in exchange for information is that they're not going to prosecute you for anything you say in that room. But here's the important part, Audie, that Mr. Davis did not understand. That meant they couldn't prosecute him.
You saw what I just typed in, right? Alright, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I want y'all to bear with me. The person we call Tupac Shakur is still alive. He faked his death and he came up with a new identity. And that identity is, well, not new. He's old. From Akil the MC from Jurassic 5. That is who Tupac Shakur became after Tupac Shakur's death was faked.
Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas in 1990.
No, he wasn't.
Of his career. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is the only person ever charged in connection with his death. He was pleaded not guilty to 1 count of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Davis is not accused, though, of pulling the trigger. Rather, prosecutors say he helped orchestrate the shooting. Tupac Shakur was
See, see, they just messing you around.
Cadillac pulled up alongside them and opened fire. Night is on.
He's the fall guy. Keefe D is the fall guy.
In 2023. Joining me now, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson. There's a lot going on with this case because Dwayne Keefe D, that was his nickname, Davis, has said during police interviews and in a 2019 memoir that he was in the car during this time and admitted that he helped plan this thing. So he's pleaded not guilty, saying, what I said then is not what I said now. But the police also got statements from him, and they gave him immunity, saying, all right, we won't prosecute you, but you got to tell us what's going on. So give us some sense of how all this might be used in the case.
Yeah, Sarah, good morning to you. And that's going to be compelling. How many times have we had discussions about defendants and whether they'll testify?
Right.
He's going to testify. What I mean by that is he won't testify as a criminal defendant, but you're going to hear chapter and verse from him how. It goes to what
I'm telling you, they just messing around. This theater has gone on for long enough. Like, enough already.
he say, hey,
Let me just show y'all this right quick. Tupac is a kill DM. Look, just watch this video.
Y'all turn y'all back on me.
Remember this?
But as soon as y'all turn y'all back on me, I'll turn my back on y'all. We won't have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? I go ahead and do something crazy, cut my nose up and, you know, bug out. Cut my nose up and, you know.
Now let's see what he has to say about 12 Years a Slave, a movie that came out in 2013.
I mean, I love the action and all that, and you know, all this. I didn't see 12 Years a Slave and stuff. I really had to think about it because I seen R9 Milshan. You know, you familiar with him? He's a Hollywood producer, and he had something to do with 12 Years a Slave too.
This guy faked his death and now goes by the name Akil the MC. And the best way to hide is in plain sight. He changed his nose, grew dreads and still raps. We've all been tricked.
Look, Look, Tupac was involved in like a performing arts like type school, and he has background and acting and such. I'm telling y'all, this whole Tupac being killed thing is fake. Tupac's death was fake, and he adopted a new identity. Telling y'all. Man, like, I don't know why you playing people like this, Tupac. It ain't cool, man. It's not cool to be doing that stuff. Yeah, that's right.
Doing some solo dates right now. It's just like impromptu almost. At Genesis Elijah, who has an album coming out this month, is a UK artist. It was Logic and stuff. It was from Brooklyn, New York. Singer, songwriter, rapper. J5 is pretty large here in the UK. So I'm just trying to do my thing and let the people know what I do. I guess I kill them. Big up, much respect, Carhart. Thank you for even inviting me and having me down and do this. So what's happening, y'all?
I'm telling y'all, this is the that's it with y'all. Look, same spot, eyebrow. Look at all of these similarities. Look, the teeth. Look, same affiliations, the same associations. Look, have the exact, look, features, look.
One of my group members said some shit about Jimmy Iovine. I ain't gonna even say the name, but one of them said some shit, and Jimmy went the fuck off. He was he was like, I'll snatch y'all shit off the shelf right now. This is just before Power and Numbers is finna come out.
Oh, wow.
And he like, yo, who the fuck you think you're doing? But literally, he's saying this to my manager at the time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck, you know?
When you talk about risk, I mean, your career is as long as a laundry list. And when you are Interscope and just everything that you've done, the risk. One of the most defiant artists in hip hop has been Tupac. Can you tell us about that relationship that you had with him?
Well, you know, Tom Wally was the president of Interscope. He signed Tupac. And we all had a good relationship with Tupac because he had all the right intentions, you know, and he got caught up in some stuff that
Crazy. Yeah, see, look at that, how he teasing you.
Jurassic Fives, and then, you know, it's all this rockets, and, you know, all this, you know, it's whole new, it's all this rockets, and all this rockets, and all this rockets.
Thank them motherfuckers even trying to bring the ruckus. Peace.
I didn't realize he was 5'4".
Yeah, he was just, that's that was my favorite joke with him. But just as cute as pie, though, but he, yeah, of course he was
I just looked it up. They're saying he's 5'9".
I assure you that Pac is not 5'9".
Okay.
Is that Wikipedia?
Wikipedia saying 5'9". I mean, I guess we'll never know. But
I'm telling you, he would be right here with me. Like, stand up with a woman. That's where I got it.
You know what I mean? Just like nobody can never be confused and think I'm fucking Mike Tyson and I'm a heavyweight champion. I'm a little nigga. That's why it's so raw to watch me just battle lions, because I'm a little skinny nigga battling niggas 3 times my size.
Yeah, man, it's... And then this... I believe the person that made this had the right idea, but it's just like...
I enforce my strength, my mind strength. That's what's more important to me now. The niggas see that this is not no accident. I plotted every single step from this to this. Right. You know what I mean?
So let's just check in right back real quick.
And much talked about trial for the murder of Tupac Shakur is finally getting underway in a Las Vegas courtroom. Jury selection set to begin this morning in just a bit of time here. Tupac Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas nearly 30 years ago.
Not killed.
Of his career. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is the only person ever charged in connection with his death. He has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Now, Davis, who was arrested in 2023, is not actually being accused of pulling the trigger. He's not considered the gunman. Rather, prosecutors say he helped orchestrate the shooting.
See, again, more just messing around. Watch, they're just trying to keep you in this long loop and a long cycle.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Like recent?
After all this time, they're still not being straightforward about it.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't getting
Joining me now, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense.
It was plotted.
It's still that the next shit is called Illuminati, because that's really what the Illuminati's on.
That's why I put the K to it, because I wanted, the niggas is telling me about this Illuminati shit while I'm in jail, right? Like, keep you unconfident. Right. And I'm putting the K because I'm killing that Illuminati shit. Trust me, if these motherfuckers wanted to kill you, why the fuck they gonna tell Farrakhan? Why they gonna tell the Nation of Islam? Why they gonna tell this nigga in jail about the plan? How did he know?
Right.
How did it leak to him? Who told him? Who told him? The Pope? Who? Because they like the Pope and the money. Oh, come on, man. You so thinking about the money, you not getting the motherfucking money. Get the money, nigga. I don't give a fuck who face on there. You know what I thought when I was in jail? What fucked me up, what turned me like this, is I was like, no politicians is even getting at us. Even though I represent 5 million fucking sales. And no politicians even checking for us. They're not even sending us nothing, trying to make us. They're not even thinking.
Yeah, he trying to be intellectual and all of that stuff. That was a big part of Pac's character. Like, 2 in 1.
Thinking of it. And in business, you know, if you want to fuck with somebody, you know, you try to, they're not even looking at us like that. That means we ain't a threat. Right. Exactly. But by the next election, I promise, I'm going to be sitting across from all the candidates. I bet you. You know how.
See, a setup for a letdown. That was the thing with Pac. He was, but supposed to be like this sort of like big champion figure. Supposed to come in and be the big change black people was. All of that was just a setup for a letdown. Tupac's whole arc was a setup just to be a letdown.
I'll be making it, I promise you. I'm not even gonna be, I'm gonna be so far from where I am now in 4 years. God willing, I'm alive. It's on, I guarantee you. We will.
That was a tease, the God willing I'm alive part.
We will have our own political party. And it won't be just for black people. It's going to be for Mexicans. It's going to be for Mexicans. It's going to be for black people. It's going to be for Armenians. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, a rainbow coalition.
All you lost tribe motherfuckers right now, we need to have our own political party because we all have the same motherfucking problem. We built this nation and we get none of the benefits.
Tupac Shakur, breaking the oath. I guess a lot of folks are wondering, what exactly am I talking about? Tupac breaking the oath. Yeah, he did. Some folks seem to believe that Suge Knight was upset that Tupac wanted to do other things and have him executed. Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. And for those of you who think Tupac
is really not much like that at all, really.
Is alive, think not.
He is. And this right, I gotta look more into this, but they were saying that he had tattoos missing or on the wrong spot, and that this is a body double.
Tupac is very much deceased, folks. But he was
like
Elvis when he was alive. There's people love him so much, they just refuse to let him go. Here's a clip on how Tupac got signed with Interscope.
Patron had been shopping my demo tape as a
You don't have the car. Ballistics wasn't done on that. There's no forensics. There's no DNA. There are no living witnesses. What are we doing here? But remember, we'll end where we began, the statements of Keefe D. That's what we're doing here. We'll say prosecutors, and if those statements are credited and believed, then the defense has a problem. In the event that that's all they got, which the defense will argue, then that creates another story, perhaps reasonable doubt.
The judge letting it in because he kept talking about it. Kept, as people say in the streets, talking smack. And then this ends up being part of his case. It'll be interesting to see if he himself...
Oh, real cute lady talking smack.
The words that he has already used in public, right?
Exactly.
There is
he
a
says
lot.
he's not going to testify, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Jury selection begins today for the man charged in Tupac Shakur's 1996 shooting death on the Las Vegas Strip. Now, the prosecution will focus on his 2019 memoir, where they say Davis implicated himself. Davis has pleaded not guilty, and legal experts have said that his defense may try to show that past statements are false.
What he said 30 years ago, got money for war, can't feed the poor. That's still relevant. That's still active, relevant, current statement today, you know, and he has a lot of wisdom in his music.
It's been nearly 30 years since the murder of one of the most influential artists in history, and we're still asking who killed Tupac. Today, jury selection begins in the trial against the only person ever charged in
No need to ask because he wasn't killed.
Keefe D. He's not accused of pulling the trigger, but rather orchestrating the whole thing. Now, he was arrested back in 2023. Tupac Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting near the Las Vegas Strip on September 7th, 1996. And Davis is one of the only people still alive who was at the scene of the crime, the other person being Suge Knight. And he's serving a 28-year prison sentence in another case. So today...
Oh, of course, Keefe D. They've been bouncing around. They've been putting Keefe D out in the front for so long. But, oh, he wasn't the person that did it. He just when does it end?
So joining me now, former federal prosecutor Elise Adamson. Welcome back. Okay, it's been a long time coming because Keefe D's been running his mouth the entire time. I mean, just to be honest, he's been very candid about what has happened. I want to play an example from when he was talking about this publicly.
You said the shots came from the back. Big Dre, Orlando. Who shot Tupac?
The keeper for the code of the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro. Hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came, and I ain't gonna go into the details like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got it in a book.
He wrote a book, and then he said a ghostwriter wrote the book, and so he distanced himself from comments there. Is all of this just going to come up in the trial? Like, can they build a timeline based on everything he said publicly?
Oh, Audie, absolutely. This entire trial is brought compliments of the defendant himself, Mr. Davis, because had he not run his mouth, as you just said, and wrote a book and gone on all of these podcasts, the government wouldn't have enough evidence in this case. This entire case, the linchpin of this case, is the defendant's own confession, which was what makes this so interesting, because the prosecution essentially has to prove to the jury that Mr. Davis can be believed, that everything he said can be corroborated, because they really don't have anything else at this point.
One of the things they
enough of
talked
this
about
circle
was him
talk for now.
Then all of a sudden, Interscope got in touch with us, and I was told that Ted Fields, this millionaire, multi-millionaire, his daughter had heard my demo, and she liked it. So he was like, that's how I picked you. And I was like, wow, tell your daughter thanks.
Tupac was on the roll. Me Against the World. I mean, Dear Mama. His album did exceptionally well. He was behind the bars. You see, when Pac brought Me Against the World out, it beat out Bruce Springsteen. But Pac just couldn't stay out of trouble. If it wasn't his girlfriend suing him, it was his friend. It was the rent-a-car place. Everybody wanted a piece of Pac. Five times, if that wasn't insult to injury. Even though Pac was shot 5 times, and that was definitely an orchestrated hit, and we'll get to that later, Pac seemed to still go to the left instead of go to the right. You see, Pac lived most of his life in the studios, but Pac was the type of guy that everybody loved to hate. So no matter where he went, he still found himself in lots of trouble.
Where I was sent was a maximum security penitentiary.
When Pac did his small bid in the penitentiary, Jimmy Iovine,
Let's skip ahead a little bit.
because they own the industry.
Find my soul, it's there, it's not sold, I didn't sell it, I didn't sell it, I didn't sell it, it's there, it's not sold, I didn't sell it. I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul, it's there, it's not sold, I didn't sell it.
In 1996, things started to get really ugly for Pac. Pac had got to the point where everything he'd become, he still wasn't happy. You would think doing movies, being in sitcoms, being cameo appearances, it would brought him joy. But the thing that was troubling Pac is how he got it. See, Pac knew the truth, and the public didn't know the truth. He knew he sold out to Baphomet to get a recording deal. That's the only way you get in Hollywood.
Yeah, he was in some, look, he was down in that crazy industry stuff, but like, it wasn't really the simple, like, him, a rebel against the system. Like, I'm telling you, this was all just a great, a setup to make him look like this hero figure that, was tragically killed.
You have to sell out to the Baphomet.
He did that.
That's just one part. If you want to be in movies and star in movies and change your whole career, you have to go to the director's couch. By this time, Pac was feeling suicidal.
I felt like just a prisoner to my own fame. That's why I wanted to die at that point. I felt like if everybody was so goddamn worried about me, why ain't nobody came to help me?
Tupac, go ahead and rock now this. I clown around when I hang around with the underground. Girls used to frown.
Pac had to take the Baphomet. He didn't know
Yes, like a lot of major celebrities do.
what this was, but he was down with it on Pac. So he might be without death row, but he's not broke. Should die.
Included hundreds of headed knew what was going on. Pepper showed the huge current Bush administration, even activists, but Tupac is brilliant. He really should call an agent, not Brown, already made it big by that group in England called. Then they transferred him from Rikers in New York City.
I'm telling you, Tupac, there's so much misinformation and disinformation about who he is and what he was about. Tupac is basically a character.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Easy Work Box. Somebody hit your weapon under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel right now. You can call your boy Easy. We going off boxing. Little video I done seen before and I've been wondering about for years. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come to the people because I know a lot of people on this channel, they probably don't know nothing about this or about this guy. Now, Kill the MC is a rapper who is with the Jurassic 5. This is a rap group that recently came out well, not recently, but they've been out for years. You know, they're called the Jurassic 5. Now, a lot of people believe that this guy, Kill, is Tupac Shakur, just looking different, probably from surgery. In my opinion, I truly think it's him, y'all. A lot of people ain't gonna agree with it. A lot of people gonna, you know, bash you, nah, man, that ain't no Tupac and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, who has the proof to say he's not? Who has the proof to say that this man is not Tupac Shakur? So it's not crazy to sit up and wonder and think, you know, to wonder if Kill the MC is actually Tupac Shakur. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch a couple of clips, a couple of videos. I want y'all to look and see. And then I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Could this guy possibly be Tupac Shakur? Could he not be Tupac
Man, I'm
Shakur?
just down here, man, trying to rock a good show, man, trying to touch the people. It's my first show in the UK, so I'm thankful to be able to come here and rock this show right here. I mean, I've done other shows, but on this run right here, this is the first one. I've been in the UK.
Now, I just got to say this. Already something I see. The eyebrows, the head structure. He can have the hat, the dreads on all day. He can have the hat, the dread, them eyebrows, them thick eyebrows, the left hand. Now, see, you got to be a real Tupac fan to know this. Tupac was left-handed, or he portrayed a left-handed person. Watch how he talk, and watch what hand he's moving with as he talks.
It's my first show in the UK, so I'm thankful to be able to come here and rock this show right here. I mean, I've done other shows, but on this
left hand,
right here, this is the first one. I've been in the UK, but now
first time in Denmark, right?
Yeah, I'm in Europe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the first solo show.
Yeah.
So how's that going? How do you feel about touring, you know, solo after having toured with Jurassic 5 so many times before?
I mean, it feels good to be out there touching the people. You know, you miss your group or whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're used to doing something for so long and stuff. You know, so you do.
What y'all think so far? Who watching? What you think?
You get to showcase what you do and who you are. You know, without stepping on nobody else. So.
Hold up, I gotta pause. Me personally, I don't care what nobody say. That's him. That's him.
Right.
With a different nose and hair and hair. Tattoos weren't real no way. This is what people got to understand. His tattoos were never real. Those weren't real tattoos. That's him, y'all. In my opinion, look at the facial structure, the bones, cheekbone structure, the eyebrows, thick. You could try to hide it with the hair and the goatee, but that's him.
You know, and you're just getting your expression off. You know what I mean?
And also this, y'all. I'm sorry to keep cutting off. The guy from the Jurassic Park, the light skin, the Jurassic 5. I said Jurassic Park. From Jurassic 5, the light skin tall guy looks just like Gaddafi. That is Gaddafi, as a matter of fact. But we're going to keep the party going.
So it's all about just keeping hip hop alive, right?
Nah, that's what it's about, man. You know, keeping yourself alive and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If that's your expression, and that's what gets you through the day and stuff. That you can do your art and your music, and then you can see something of some beauty within that, within your life, and be able to transform that to be able to have some income for your family. And why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know all about you.
Yeah.
Income for the family. I hear you're working on the project with your sons.
Yeah. I got a project, Daddy Knows Best and stuff. You know,
yeah.
It's about, you know, I got three boys, 17, 15, and 13.
I'm telling you, like, let's. Oh snaps! Hold on, let me go back to CNN and the Con News Network.
Anderson, who actually pulled the trigger.
Were you involved in any way in the death of Tupac Shakur?
No, I was not involved.
Anderson was shot and killed 8 months after that interview with CNN. Keefe D is the only man who was in that white Cadillac who is still alive.
Oh.
Waterlogged body on KP's.
If you're young, you've probably never seen the movie In Too Deep with Omar Epps and LL Cool J. If you're my age or older, so you probably have seen it. In Too Deep, Omar Epps, LL Cool J. Now that movie is about drug dealers from Boston. Well, the drug dealer's name is God. The cop that infiltrated, his name is whatever, Jay Reed. The underlying truth of that movie is about Pac and Suge Knight. Tupac and Suge Knight. Meaning.
Out of here, Jay. Smack.
Too far at the end, yeah, but death row. He was part of that.
The true underlying message was that.
This past weekend, Philadelphia hosted the annual event called Free Fest, a celebration of music, culture, health, wellness, and community empowerment. And the creative spark behind the festival.
And I know that my son he chose his life, and he chose, in the end, he chose to leave quietly. And I know that my son he chose his life, and he chose, in the end, he chose to leave quietly.
In 13, and they got a group called the JMCs, the Junior Microcontrollers or whatnot. 13, and they got a group called the JMCs, the Junior Microcontrollers or whatnot.
Oh, I'll put it up on. Yeah.
With my sons and stuff, so, because I think
I would love to have him on.
like,
You put the link up on him.
I'm like, whoa, y'all got some skills and stuff, because I never sat down and got down with them on, no rhymes, and for them to write the raps that they rap. They like the type of hip hop that I like, but it wasn't like I exposed them to that style. They basically listen to all type of music, and when they picking their music that they like and stuff, they like the stuff that I like. So I'm like, shoot, man, let's do a song with y'all. You want to do big songs with big celebrities or whatnot, be like, man, my celebrities is my sons. So, you know.
No, that sounds straight, man. So tell us a little bit about this other project you're working on.
I would really like to get
networking with all the rappers and
the Unified Skill District and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a movement just based.
Hold on, I ain't trying to see no interview, man. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Yeah, I want y'all to see the similarities of how they look.
$25 to life. The judge gave me $25 to life.
Fair use notice.
$25 to life. The judge gave me $25 to life.
Y'all know I gotta turn that down, but they be tripping about their audio and stuff. Hold up. That's a killed son. Y'all see this now? Now tell me, they got, hey, fuck what anybody got to say. Hey, if it ain't, it is. This is something to talk about, man. They got the same bottom mouth, the same bad teeth structure at the bottom, left-handed, look like them, eyebrow structure like them. I don't think he ain't got the tattoos and the nose a little bit wider. They could have changed his nose. Been real. Y'all remember? "48, almost 50-year-old man," and this would be him with dreads. Not only did they go to the same acting school together. I mean, well, they didn't probably know each other, but he went to the same school. But why is it that a killer MC has the same social conversation about black people and about life as Tupac Shakur did? They talk about the exact same thing. Wouldn't it be odd that these are two different people, but their mind, every time they talk, are the same?
Telling y'all, playing characters. This is all scripted. This is all just a
jury selection begins today for the
production.
man charged in Tupac Shakur's 1996 shooting death on the Las Vegas Strip. Now, the prosecution will focus on his 2019 memoir, where they say Davis implicated himself. Davis has pleaded not guilty, and legal experts have said that his defense may try to show that past statements.
Nah, Keefy D ain't guilty because Tupac was not killed.
War can't feed the poor. That's still relevant. That's still active, relevant, current statement today, you know, and he has a lot of wisdom in his music.
It's been nearly 30 years since the murder of one of the most influential artists in history, and we're still asking who killed Tupac. Today, jury selection begins in the trial against the only person ever charged in his death, Dwayne Davis, who goes by the name Keefy D. He's not accused of pulling the trigger, but rather orchestrating the whole thing. Now, he was arrested back in 2023. Tupac Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting near the Las Vegas Strip on September 7th, 1996. And Davis is one of the only people still alive who was at the scene of the crime, the other person being Suge Knight. And he's serving a 28-year prison sentence in another case. So today, that moment in history returns to the spotlight.
So what they got you for, man?
Biggest case in Las Vegas history.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like recent?
September 7th, 1996. I ain't worried about it. I ain't care.
So joining me now, former federal prosecutor.
This is, see, just like how this broadcast is being repetitive, this whole drama and this whole situation is being repetitive. Like they just playing with you over and over. Just 30 years of the same stuff, and at some point, people will wake up, and it's like we just gotta break being repetitive. This whole drama and this whole situation is being repetitive. Like they just playing with you over. You gotta break the cycle and wake up.
Because they kill the MC when he talks about conscious stuff. Tupac, when he talked about conscious stuff. So wouldn't it be funny that these two people look alike, went to the same school, talk alike, hand gestures alike? I mean, somebody just tell me if I'm crazy. I'm just going by proof. I'm not assuming nothing. I just want to go by proof. I want people to see what I feel. If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it.
Because it's richer and it's poorer. There's no just, get a movie out of it, but
see, both of them keep talking about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the world, conscious stuff. How they ain't the same? Twins don't even think like that. And rest in peace to my twin, to my friend Sharice, twin Bradley. You finally with your sister, babe. Her twin sister passed when we was in high school. She passed today. Rest in peace, twin Sharice Bradley. I love you, and we're gonna see each other again one day. But rest in peace to you, baby. But twins don't even think like that. Twins don't have the same mind frame and are exactly the same person. You know what I'm saying? So how is it that they can just come out, he can speak the same way, talk about the same stuff like Tupac, but he ain't him? People just can't believe it. Oh, you just making videos just to get views. Even if I am making a video just to get a view,
evidence against him to take the case to court, and much of it actually came from the now 63-year-old Davis himself. 25-year-old Tupac Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting after a Mike Tyson.
He was not killed.
So how is it that they can just come out, he can speak the same? You finally with your sister, babe. Her twin sister passed when we was in high school. She passed today. Rest in peace, twin Sharice Bradley. I love you, and we're gonna see each other again one day. But rest in peace to you, baby. But twins don't even think like that. Twins don't have the same mind frame and are exactly the same person. You know what I'm saying? So how is it that they can just come out, he can speak the same way, talk about the same stuff like Tupac, but he ain't him? People just can't believe it. Oh, you just making videos just to get views. Even if I am making a video just to get a view, you should still try to open up your mind and wonder yourself. You still should want to open up your mind and see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now we're just looking at the pictures. We just saw this one. Look at the lips, man. Look. The jaw. The jaw struck. Look at that. Eyebrows. Still can't get his story straight about when he first met Pop at school as a child. He met him for the first time. See, I heard people say that about this was Big and Small, but I ain't never want to believe. Amanda, you fine as hell. That's really you, Amanda. Yeah, but hold up, Amanda. You got me called up. Let me get back on something. Yeah. I don't think there's no more videos I can really show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know they don't want nobody to really know about this. And if it is a video that's out there that could really show us, you know, we ain't gonna never find it. I'm finna go to this interview I see. So y'all mean to tell me that ain't Gaddafi? That's not Gaddafi. Kill is Tupac Shakur. But you know, a lot of people, they gonna, you know, hell no, ain't no way. We don't know. Because people gonna get on here and say, man, you crazy to even think that. But do you have proof he's not? Before you say I'm crazy or I'm just doing this for views, do you have any proof that this is not him? Because if you have no proof, then your comment is irrelevant. This a dude that played me. You feel me? That's why he played me. He ran nothing but strict game on me the whole time. I idolized this man. So yeah, I want to find out every part of the truth about him. Yeah, he tricked me. I laid on my bed at 13 years old and I cried about a character. He wasn't even real. Yeah, I'm still pissed off behind that.
This.
Well,
Look,
I mean,
still
that's what
looping,
court's for,
still
right?
repeating the
Tupac
same
died
More
6
facts
stuff.
say
days
he is
after he
than
was
not.
shot. And now,
You right,
nearly
bro.
30 years later, Keefe D
I could just turn it
gets his
off at
day
this
in
point.
court.
Like,
Nick
he
Law,
ain't saying
CNN,
nothing else.
Los Angeles.
I think about the seeds that he planted. I think about the way that he moved. It showed so many young black men like we can move and be in our spirit, and we can make mistakes, and we can still be human, and we can still be happy and have joy without everybody tying our entire existence to guns and drugs. And Tupac was that messenger for us, and he was such a powerful person.
My brother was murdered in '96.
No, bro. Charles Pickett. He can never tell us that he's a killer MC. Do y'all understand that? We could have proof, paperwork. We could have him right here in front of us with proof and paperwork. He would never tell us that he's him because he can't. Because if he did, a killer MC all of a sudden would have a heart attack, or we wouldn't see nothing. He fell off stage or something. He could never tell you that he's Tupac Shakur unless he don't want to play no more roles, because you're gonna get rid of. They're gonna get rid of him. He will never tell you that he was him. So if people sitting up actually thinking this man gonna sit and say, yeah, I was Tupac, I played the role of Tupac, you crazy. He ain't gonna tell you. Yeah, bro, I cried, bro. I ain't ashamed to tell you. I laid on my bed 1996, came on the radio 107.7. Tupac Shakur died and succumbed from the gunshot injuries from September the 7th. I laid on my bed. Man, you can't tell me that's not him, man. That's him. Same ears. Same ears. Okay, Albo, you already know what time it is. Look at them ears, man. You got the same size ears, too. Same bottom bad teeth, too. Same jaw structure, same eyebrow structure. But that ain't him. Northeast Baltimore. Okay, then the school's in Northeast Baltimore. So why you keep throwing up the dub? See, they know who he is, they just want to play with us. What up, Justin Shields? Please
Show your right.
Please, y'all comment. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to donate, you know where to go. I had it up here a minute ago. I gotta find it. Amanda, send me that number. Send me the number, baby. But like I said, there's gonna be a lot of people who see this video and say, "Oh, that ain't him. That ain't him. You crazy." But you show me some proof that it's not him then. You show me proof that it's not him. And if you can do that, I'll never think about this again. I'll never sit up and wonder whether or not this is him again. If you can show me proof. If Akil can get on here and show me that he's not him, I'll shut up. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Yeah. So I got a new comment. Let me go see who want to talk to little old me. He gonna eventually break you down. You were like, well, maybe that's not him. Maybe.
Staring at the world through my red.
Conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious.
I believe he's dead.
company owns all the footage from Las Vegas, from the MGM. Back at y'all with another video. We're gonna jump right into it. So as I compared the pictures from the MGM, even when Tupac was in New York, to the picture Tupac last picture, he did not look like Tupac to me at all. The mustache is off, the eyebrows is off, the face is off, and this is the reason why his coroner's report, the weight was off and the height was off.
He had gained 47 pounds in 4 months. That's really strange, is it?
Well, and this is why they had a quick cremation.
After Tupac died, the outlaw smoked his ashes. Is that true?
Yeah, it's definitely true. I ain't know if them was his ashes or whoever ashes. I wasn't there that night.
That guy that was in the hospital was a lookalike. Even Pac's own father said himself.
The last time I saw my son Tupac was in a hospital bed in Las Vegas, Nevada. I just gotten off the plane, and after I greeted everybody in the emergency room, and when I walked through the doors, I saw something that resembled my son. It didn't look like my son the last time I saw him. I saw something that resembled my son. It didn't look like my son the last time I saw him.
I will love you anyway, even if you cannot stay. Think you are the one for me. Here is where you are. to be. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now, I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet baby. Oh, you know everything. Oh, sweet baby.
Understand it. They said, you know what we're here for? And he said, the biggest case in Las Vegas history. Ooh-wee. So, look, maybe he was surprised he was arrested, but he'd been confessing for like ever, 5 years in books and you know, YouTube videos and all the rest. And he actually gave an interview to the police in '09.
In another attempt to sell the public Tupac, they decided to arrest the man who claimed to have been involved in the. As we all know, Tupac and Knight left to go to Club 662. By 11:15 that evening, they were heading east on Flamingo, just coming to this intersection at Koval. They were driving a 1996 BMW. Knight was driving, Tupac was in the passenger's seat. Along the passenger's side came a late model white Cadillac, allegedly. From inside, 14 of them. Although we get different stories, they tell us Tupac was hit 4 times, twice in the chest, once in the arm, and once in the thigh. Another story tells us he was in the finger. It is also said that Marion Knight was mildly injured by some fragments, but he promptly floored the car, spinning it completely around, and took a U-turn. Before we get there, we get the story of Keefe D. Davis, reportedly arrested in Las Vegas in connection with Tupac. According to the Associated Press, a grand jury in Clark County indicted Davis on 1 count of with the use of a with the intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang, a prosecutor said in court. But we have had this story since the release of the rap documentary, where he admitted it for the script to play out as it is today. But the only problem is, did he really admit anything? If you listen closely, Greg Kading is making statements and telling him the answer at the same time. Keefe D responds yes or no. Speaking of murder rap, they spoke of P. Diddy involvement and also used his image, name, and likeness with no legal.
Right? But it did not look like his son at all. What I'm thinking is that after Tupac took off on Orlando Anderson, he got the fuck up out of there, and whoever got up in that car with Suge was somebody that resembled Tupac. Because I already proved to you guys that it wasn't Pac in the car. And at the same time, if y'all want to know some bomb shot, after Tupac took off on Orlando Anderson, he got the fuck up out of there, and whoever got up in that car with Suge was somebody that resembled Tupac. Because I already proved to you guys that it wasn't Pac in the car. And at the same time, if y'all want to know some bomb shot, after Tupac took off on Orlando Anderson, he got the fuck up out of there, and whoever got up in that car with Suge was somebody that resembled Tupac. Because I already proved.
With it, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. But I didn't really know Pac like that until I know Pac way later on. But I just thought he's a regular dude. You know, I did the homework.
Also with the Pac situation, Ben was like, and nigga, Ben's asked Big. Also with the Pac situation, Ben was like,
But the show was going on, and I look out. Pac is standing in the middle of the House of Blues.
You think that can happen?
Nobody's Pac, yo.
No, nobody's Pac. No one's X neither.
Nobody is Pac.
Right.
Original government name is Dante Lamar Gibbons. My original government name is Dante Lamar Gibbons. My original government name is Dante Lamar Gibbons.
They'll spade now, nigga, look what hell make. They'll spade now, nigga, look what hell make.
They'll fade now, nigga, look what hell made. I'm in the flat, baby, but you can't see me.
Glasses won't help you realize.
You're blinded, you can't see me. I'm in the flat, baby, but you can't see me.
Glasses won't help you realize.
You're blinded, you can't see me. I'm in the flat, baby, but you can't see me.
Glasses won't help you realize.
You're blinded, you can't see me. I'm in the flat, baby, but you can't see me.
Glasses won't help you
You're blinded,
realize.
you're blinded, you can't see me. I'm in the flat, baby, but you can't see me.
Glasses won't help you
You're blinded,
realize.
you're blinded, you can't see me. You can't see me. I'm in the flat, baby, but you can't see me.
Glasses won't.
Legal action taken towards the creators. In a commercially released documentary, you'll need written permission to use a celebrity image. Diddy is one of the biggest brands out. Why do you think he did solicit people in a car and placed it in the street? I don't believe
You are the one.
Team, like I said before, Gobi bitch ass said that they took their film company out there because they knew Tupac wasn't gonna be guarded, right? This is what he said. So I put two and two together. Why, if you guys knew about this and y'all showed up in Vegas, so of course y'all had y'all entertainment company go out there and put all that shit together. Why is it a Channel Zero News mic in front of the girl that said that Tupac got in a helicopter? Because I know the person who really owns this, the person's name and all the shit, who owns the fucking shit. And guess what? He's an Italian. And remember when I told you Tupac went out there and did the show with Versace, and he went to Italy, whatever, and I told you then the mob helped him out? Man, this even goes to show even more that Tupac is alive. And then every time one of the family members get in front of the camera, they be like, they give some type of hint that he's alive.
But Machiavelli lives. You know, we strong people, as he said. You know, he wanted us to be able to handle it when he left. You know, he knew he was leaving early. He wanted us to be able to handle it when he left. You know, he knew he was leaving early.
Yo, my name is Daz Dillinger, and I talk to Tupac straight on my cell phone.
Why would his mom make the I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto video to make it seem like he still survived? Why would she do that?
Project is about, you know, my son's vision. And Tupac left us a lot of work to do, so I'm really glad to be able to do it.
Why would she do that? If the family was so hurt from what they told me, right? They so hurt about what I'm doing or what people like me do, right? But why did they feed into that Tupac being alive? They brought that on themselves. And like I said, I'm not trying to, you know, tell on Pac where he at and shit like that. He left it in his music that he survived. Ray Love wrote that letter. That post he wrote on Instagram to my message that I sent him, and you know, all I know they doing all that shit to try to protect Pac, right? It is what it is, man. Tupac is alive. Tupac didn't die in September 1996. It's too many coincidences. Ballad of a Dead Soldier tell you exactly what happened in Vegas. Switch now the tricks cross, tossed up and never to be heard of. A single witness screaming bloody murder. How the fuck does he know that it was one single witness screaming bloody murder? Ain't that funny? We all know Tupac is alive. Even Suge Knight himself is saying Tupac is alive.
When Pac died, if he really did, you know.
Listen, be smart, son, because Tupac not dead. Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he was somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar.
The person that was sitting next to him, didn't nobody see Tupac dead? And you gotta ask yourself, why is motherfuckers mad that I'm saying Tupac is alive. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. All that shit with Snoop and them, that could have just been a setup. Go say you cool with Biggie and Puffy on the radio, blah, blah, blah. This shit was sitting in front of our face the whole time. And all you had to do was look at the picture. But not only that, either it was, if y'all want to take it, if it was staged or if it was a body double, because like I said, Tupac wasn't in the car. That's what I got to say about it. Tupac was never in the car. So, I'm out with that, man. And make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Peace.
I'ma miss you, man. I'ma miss you. Yo, what's up? You slick slide fox, you what? Yeah. Love, baby, love. Yeah. Alright. It's cool. I'ma handle that. Yeah, Mr. Barney. Tell Silas we pulled a Machiavelli, baby. Yeah! Hey!
At this time, the wounds are life-threatening, but serious, not in critical condition at this time. And the person, as you are already aware, who was the passenger in this vehicle is known, not in critical condition at this time.
He just kind of started gurgling, and you could tell he was in bad shape, and his eyes, he's starting to lose consciousness then, and his eyes roll back. And as it turns out, that would be his last conscious moment and his last words. Starting to lose consciousness then, and his eyes roll back. And as it turns out, that would be his last conscious moment.
Who was in the ambulance, and they was cutting his shirt off to work on him. And Pac said, hold up, wait, Simon, keep my chain for me. He was like, I got too many diamonds, you know how Pac is. I got too many diamonds on his chain for letting one of these ambulance, one of these doctor people steal my chain. Keep it for me. And he said that, and I was on one bed, he was on the other, and we was going this way. I was like, you all right, homie? He was like, all right, homie, I love you. I was like, shit, love you too, fool. You better get better, you know.
At this time, the wounds are life-threatening, but serious, not in critical condition at this time.
While I was holding him, he stopped breathing, he lost consciousness, and he never regained consciousness again. Rode with him and Suge Knight in the ambulance to the hospital. He was unconscious, he was intubated immediately, so he never had a chance to say anything else.
Who was in the ambulance? And Pac said, hold up, wait, Simon, keep my chain for me.
The latest is he remains in critical condition, which was his condition when he arrived here at UMC.
Technically, he did.
And look at the leather door panel. This was nothing close to a brand new car. The leather was peeling from the door. They tell us Tupac and Knight led a pack of luxury cars that night. Oddly, they cleaned a junk car and placed it in the street. I don't believe this car ever drove through Vegas traffic at high speeds on a fight night. The car was planted there and more. Fake car is simply a money grab. In fact, it's not even the same car. Death was real, just like all others on display. Ask yourself, why do they take things that celebrities were brutally in and erect them into trophies to create a sensational showcase? People consuming crime are reported to be more paranoid about crime. Consuming such content like cars might make you feel that are always lurking around, adding an unnecessary sense of doom. Think of the DC sniper. Sensational showcase. People consuming crime are reported to be more paranoid about crime. Consuming such content like cars might make you feel that are always lurking around, adding an unnecessary sense of doom. Think of the DC sniper. Sensational showcase. People consuming crime are reported to be more paranoid.
13 bike, your location with the two.
At the Boulevard in Harmon on this black alley right now. I need extra units up here now. Extra units now.
Copy. King units, can you respond to the Boulevard in Harmon? Boulevard Harmon.
Go 573. There's 3 units about 30 seconds away. We need medical to expedite. We need medical to expedite. Got a shot victim.
Expediting.
Patrol, bike for the need fire department, honorable. I need to extradite the victim out of the car ASAP. We need either a crowbar or something.
A possible suspect vehicle is going to be a white or cream two-door Cadillac, newer model, occupied by 2 BMAs.
This is how Tupac used to be.
Someone found a video of Tupac in high school before.
Anytime. Okay, my name is Tupac Shakur, and I attend Tamalpais High School, and I'm 17 years old.
Okay. Do you like being 17?
It's like 17 is such a weird age. It's such a in the middle age. You're not 18 yet, and you're older than 16. So. But I like it. It's nice. It's like a learning stage for me.
Do you wish you could be 18 and when you get some more rights?
Well, 18 will bring lots of responsibilities that I don't want, but it'll bring respect that I feel like that's the only way I can get it. You know, I try to be as mature as I can be and demand it wherever I can get it. But 18 is like, you're an adult. You like today when I had to sign the release form, I felt so bad because I couldn't sign it myself. I had to go and get my mother's and all that. My name is Tupac Shakur.
Come on, we're all family.
It's just I can't help it. I like popularity and I like being around people and I just like, you know, talking and everything.
I mean, something was going on.
I have spirit.
Spirit.
I have so much spirit, man. I know.
Like Black must have walked into the room. Yep, there it is. Yep. It was kind of like.
Then we got Mob James, who was an actual Pyru who was with Death Row.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Tupac. That wasn't my job. But I'm not finna hang with you and fight people and do all that other dumb shit you doing because you think you this cat or you want to be from the hood. You ain't from the hood, and that's the only beef I had with Tupac. You ain't the homie. You not from Compton. You ain't killed nobody in this motherfucker. You ain't gangbanged on another hood.
We also got Charleston White.
Tupac played himself, homie. We saw him go from East Coast to West Coast. We saw him go from backup dancer to you think y'all the mob, we the motherfucking mob. We watched him, man, as smart as he was, homie. He was a follower. We was following a follower who was called a lead.
So right, and I think that most gangsters didn't look at Tupac as a gangster.
No.
I think they looked at him as a great entertainer.
Yeah.
But not an actual gangster.
Not at all.
So I say that to say this. Tupac was not that guy. He was definitely smart, outspoken about political issues, and passionate, but he wasn't gangster. He wasn't thug life. He was a sweet kid that wanted to be accepted, so he stuck to a persona in order to fit in. He was an actor, and to put it bluntly, a wannabe. You gotta remember this was before the internet, so you could go and change your whole perspective. Will excuse this behavior, so let me give y'all some more. In a photo shoot with David LaChapelle, Tupac got nude photos taken of him. Look at this nonsense. This one in particular.
Come on, man.
I don't know too many gangsters that would pose like this. He's showing off his ass. We gotta ask Boosie if this is gangster. But in all seriousness, Tupac was at the very least effeminate. And there's plenty of interviews of people who were around Tupac that say the same thing.
You know, Tupac and I, we would do goofy shit like challenge each other with multiplication rock, the shit that was on Schoolhouse Rock and shit. Like, he would be like just a different kind of dude, right? But then like we would be playing and all of a sudden he'd go back into, yeah, nigga, I'm a good, and I'm like, somebody black must have walked into the room. Yep, there it is. Yep. It was kind of like.
Then we got Mob James, who was an actual Pyru who was with Death Row.
Now, if you ask the average person about Tupac today, they'll probably picture the same version of him. The gangster rapper, bandana around his head, a confrontational presence, the guy who always seemed like he was ready for war. But the more you actually look into his life, not the stories that were told about him, the actual documented record, the more that image starts to fall apart. Because before the headlines, before the controversies, before the myth that formed around him, Tupac Shakur was something most people never talk about, a performing arts student, studying theater, poetry, and ballet. So the real question is, who was Tupac before the myth eventually took over? On June...
See, a performer in theater.
In 1971, a child named Lassane Parrish Crooks was born in New York City. But that name wouldn't last long. By the time he was a toddler, his mother made a decision that would permanently change how the world would know him. She renamed him Tupac Amaru Shakur, and the name change wasn't random. Tupac Amaru was the name of a revolutionary leader in Peru who led a major rebellion against the Spanish Empire in the late 1700s. Was eventually executed for it. But that his name mother wouldn't last long. Later explained why she chose that name. She wanted her son to grow up understanding that he came from a tradition of resistance, that his identity was connected to something bigger than just the neighborhood he was born into. In her words, she wanted him to know he was a part of a global culture of revolutionary people. And to understand why she was thinking that way, you have to understand who Tupac's mother actually was. His mother, Afeni Shakur, was a member of the Black Panther Party, a revolutionary political organization that emerged in the 1960s to fight police brutality and push for political power in black communities.
The Black Panther Party has attracted strong national support from radicals and intellectuals, black and white.
In 1969, Afeni Shakur was arrested along with more than 20 other members of the group in what became known as the Panther 21 case, a major conspiracy trial where prosecutors accused them of plotting attacks across New York City. Afeni took charge of her own defense and represented herself in court. After a lengthy trial, she was acquitted of all charges. So from
A bang on motherfuckers even trying to bring the ruckus. Peace.
The next person stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like how I'm rocking this Stadia right here.
A bang on motherfuckers even trying to bring the ruckus. Peace. Trying to bring the ruckus. Bring the ruckus. Bang on motherfuckers even trying to bring the ruckus.
The conscious, but when you look at me, tell me what you really see. Am I an ex-slave rapper from the ghetto streets with no knowledge and understanding of what it is to be free? Americanized.
I'd rather die than be trapped in a living hell. They got me trapped.
Living that live life's experience, yo, consider it done. Witness the old and young, survival of the fittest. Yo, my spirit is one breath with my lungs and my heartbeat drums to death. But I'ma live it till it ain't none left. Just tones carry on with my legacy.
Just tones carry on with my legacy.
I'm called, I'ma die for the cause, and I'll be right there. But you'll never do, and that's right for the cause. Yes, I'll die for the cause. But best believe it, so John, that's right for the cause. Yes, I'll die for the cause.
Renegade rebel, gotta die for the cause. Gotta die for the cause.
And to be fresh is to be different from the next person's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like how I'm rocking this stadia right here. Being fresh is being an individual and being different from the next. I may have the same clothes on as you, but I'm gonna wear my thing a little different. You may have the same thing that I got on. I'm just gonna rock my hat just a little bit different. I'm just gonna rock my hat just a little bit different. I'm just gonna rock my hat just a little bit different. Just so I can look different.
You support me, I'll support you. If I feel like I ain't got no support, then, you know, ain't no need in me being out here and put myself on Front Street. If I feel like I'm getting supported, I go all the way. Just like I went all the way for Thug Life, I go all the way for the community. But as soon as y'all turn y'all back on me, I'll turn my back on y'all. We won't have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? I'll go ahead and do something crazy and cut my nose up and, you know, bug out. Cut my nose up and you know, bug out, you know, bug out.
It's the new me, baby. It's the new me, baby. Yeah. Hey, why have drama? Nigga, your baby mama stay right around the corner. I can touch it if I fucking wanna. So why you wanna insist that this? I got your name at the top of the fucking dead bitch list. Me, Mr. Machiavelli's terror. Mac of the year, thug of the era. Death row and outlaws, nobody does this shit better. My lyrics explode on contact, best prepared for combat. Ain't no stopping, so bomb back. It's the last days, niggas is dying for bullshit. Mac 11 is heavy, yet I'm ready to pull quick. Niggas ain't ready for a brother that's living major. Been witness to a sick motherfucker that's spitting razors. When I cut them, they cut. When I stick them, they cut. And my bitches the bust, cause I ain't giving a fuck. We tore the neighborhood up with all the shit that we did, murders and like on bids. If my enemies love their kids, you don't wanna die, and I don't wanna.
I see Brazil is in the building. You feel me? Let's go. Wake your people up. Tell them what it is.
Wake your people up. Tell them what it is.
Yeah, when Tupac died. Supposedly. I mean, according to what they say, he died September 13th, 1996. 96.
I mean, according to what they say, he died.
Tell them what it is.
September 13th. Wake your people up. Tell them what it is.
Yeah.
1996.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
That after Tupac died, the outlaw smoked his ashes. Is that true?
Yeah, it's definitely true.
Like Jesus, he said, last wishes, nigga, smoke my ashes.
No doubt.
Cremated, last wishes, nigga, smoke my ashes.
At the time when Pac passed, you know, we all got together and we smoked what we thought was his ashes. You know what I mean? Years later, we found out that they wasn't really his ashes.
We smoked what we thought was his ashes. You know what I mean? Years later, we found out that they wasn't really his ashes.
Real niggas respected, homie, wherever you at.
Homie, wherever you at.
They yelling Tupac back, but nah, he ain't back. The homie never left, and that's a well-known fact.
The homie never left, and that's a well-known fact.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify.
That was Tupac, man. I'm telling you, it was Tupac.
Look, I don't care if that
It's better catch up on the pimps. Bitches love to catch a nigga when they slipping. You ain't got to lie to
I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify exactly what Tupac Shakur looks like and who he is. I'm one of them.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that still walking this planet that can verify